Hey peeps, welcome back. We are talking The Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 14, episode 5. All right, you guys, listen, the blogs are hot and heavy. They are out there giving all types of tea about The Real Housewives of Jersey. Well, first of all, I would just like to say that, this season is trash. When I say trash, I mean trash. I am not enjoying myself. It's too much division. It's too much pettiness. It's just way too damn much on both sides. I guess the bloggers that were working with Teresa and Jen allegedly have fallen out with them, and now they're exposing Jennifer and Teresa and their alleged dealings, dirty dealings at that. Bravo has canceled the reunion. Allegedly, 2 housewives have been let go. I guess at some point, allegedly, Bravo had suspended Danielle and Jennifer from filming. Listen, there is too much going on. So far, last season, I was head over heels in love with Danielle. Couldn't stand Rachel Fuda. Still can't stand Rachel Fuda, but Danielle can go. She is irritating me to no ends this season. It's a lot going on. Also, I have not watched The Real Housewives of Dubai. I wanted to know, are we feeling it? Last season, not a lot of people were really interested in The Real Housewives of Dubai. I realized that this current season was filmed back in 21 or 22, and we're just now getting it in 24. So we are really, really far behind on what the hell is happening over there with the girls in Dubai. I don't know. Get down in the comments. Are we feeling Dubai? Are we watching Dubai? I have it recorded, but I haven't watched it. So this episode starts out with Dolores and the family having their Sunday dinner at the steakhouse. And I said, well, you know what? I love a good family Sunday dinner. I used to do that with me and my son because, even though it was only the 2 of us, I always wanted to make sure that I made good meals for him throughout the week. But on Sunday, I really showed out in the kitchen. That's what moms do. We love a Sunday meal. Anyway, that's how it was when I was growing up. We always had a big, delicious family meal on Sundays, where you make the good stuff. I'm just saying. Anyway, they seem to love this steakhouse. I said, this steakhouse must mean something to them, or they might have some stock in it, because we see them at this steakhouse, I think, every season. I would also like to say, Dolores, when they're doing the shake up for the new season, if you don't come back with something, you need to go. I love Dolores. I appreciate Dolores. I think Dolores is a beautiful woman with a beautiful family, and I appreciate that she adopts the dogs. I really do. I also appreciate the charity softball game or basketball game. No, it's a baseball game. I'm not good with the sports. Anyway, it's a baseball game because you know how I remember? There's bats involved. Anyway, listen. I appreciate that, but every season we are talking about her house, her man's house, somebody else's house, a renovation, moving in new furniture, redecorating. She may have to move, she may not move. Frank is living over here, Frank is over there. I don't give a shit. I'm tired. Okay, we don't care. I'm sick of you moving from place to place. I'm sick of shuffling the dogs from one place to the next. I don't give a damn. Rachel, Danielle, and Melissa get together and they have a fun day with their sons. So it was a mother-son outing, and I thought it was cute. However, they made sure that they talked about Teresa, and Melissa was very, very sure that she let them know that when they came into the baseball locker room, she told her son to go ahead and give a hug and a kiss to his Aunt Teresa. I said, you know what? Thank you for telling us, but we saw it. You had to make that very clear that you were above the fray. As if Teresa and Gio wasn't going to reach out to this young man anyway. I'm over it. Danielle, I'm sick of her. First of all, you stop talking to your brother because your brother made fun of you dancing on Instagram. That's what you gave us last season. Now you're not talking to your dad because your dad is taking your brother's side. Now, see, this is a whole nother thing for me. It makes zero sense to me. You will not be here forever. Your father will not be here forever. Your brother will not be here forever. Don't waste time arguing, fussing, and fighting because you don't feel that it was fair that your father took your brother's side. It pisses me off when she says that her father did not show up for her son's communion. I think it's bullshit. You might be upset with your daughter, fine, but your grandson doesn't have anything to do with that. You show up for your damn grandkids. Now you're angry with your father. This is stupid. Sit down with your dad. Call him. Say something. You can get past this. This is stupid. Girl, this is ridiculous. You and your daddy need to sit down and stop acting like fools. One thing that I was also pissed off at, when Melissa says that her and Joe walked into the locker room and Teresa and Louie were in there, the first thing Rachel said was, "You didn't say hi, did you?" I said, well, what? What do you mean you didn't say hi, did you? What would have been the problem if she would have said hi? Why are you advocating for her not to talk to Teresa at all? I would never do that. I would have said, did you guys talk? You know, something. They could at least say hi. It could start off with just a simple hello, a wave, a nod, something. These people are family. And I just know that their parents are devastated looking down from heaven. I'm just saying, I would be devastated. Just ridiculous. You know, Melissa did give her some advice, and she tells her, you know, this makes no sense. I know you're upset and everything, but this is something small. You should do your best to try to make up with your dad. She really should. So then we see Jennifer at Bill's practice. She has some facials set up for her and Teresa. When she walked in there, didn't those receptionists look as if they were sick of her already? She came in there checking the books to see, you know, who's got appointments. Are we all booked up today? Get the hell on. You know what I mean? Nobody wants the wife coming in there acting like she's in charge. Get on out of here. Even if she is in charge, but still, you are not the office manager. Get the hell out of here. I tell you what, we see Marge back at her house with Marge Sr. and Bella. See, Bella is her dog. That's the only thing that's good about Marge. That little Bella is adorable. Okay, you know what? I'd babysit Bella any day. Anyway, Marge Sr. has some sort of esophagus issue. I said, thank God Anne Marie is nowhere around. Lord have mercy. She would have definitely been all over Marge Sr. Anyway, Marge Sr. has had her surgery and she is on the mend. So Teresa and Jennifer, in my opinion, were being extremely messy. They get Jackie on the phone. They want to talk about her and Marge and the little argument they had in the locker room. And Jackie, I thought she kept it cute. She kept it classy. She said she didn't think that it would be right for her to talk about Margaret with the both of them. However, she was a little upset that Marge didn't defend her in the Danielle situation. And I said, you know, no thank you. You know, I've said this before, Jackie, Danielle has the right to invite whoever the hell she wants. She didn't want to invite you. You weren't invited. Move past it. Move past it. Okay, you're still a friend of as well, so she didn't really have to invite you. Anyway, and I don't feel sorry for Marge. She's over there all upset that Jackie didn't call her, you know, on the year anniversary of Jan dying. And you know, I'm sorry about Jan's death. My heart goes out to Jan's family. My heart even goes out to Marge. She's clearly devastated over the loss, and it's very understandable. She had a life with him. She had children with him. I feel you on that. But your being devastated does not mean that Jackie is devastated. You know, Jackie didn't remember. She also says that her and Jackie are not as close as they used to be. If you are not as close as you used to be, then why in Sam Hill did you expect this call from Jackie? What did you expect? A card, a call, flowers, what? Let it go. Let it go. Teresa stops by Danielle's house, and Danielle is super excited. She's going to be at Fashion Week, and who wouldn't be? I mean, if somebody said that I could show a fashion line at the opening of the nearest Chipotle, I would be excited. It's a restaurant. I don't give a damn. They sell really good chicken bowls. But look at my outfits. I would be excited. Now, Fashion Week is big time, and she's closing out the fashion show, so I think it's a big accomplishment, and I would be really excited about it too. Teresa sees some of the outfits, and she says that it's a basic. She didn't mean anything bad by it. Teresa's a former buyer. I am someone who knows absolutely nothing about fashion. I have zero fashion sense. But people that I know who do have fashion sense, they always talk about basics. And they talk about how if you get your basics down, you can always find other little pieces that you can match with the basics and create all sort of different outfit concoctions. They will never call me to be on Project Runway for anything. Damn it. I don't know anything about fashion, but I do know that basics is not rude. I'm just saying. Danielle invited Melissa to go to her fashion show, and I think that it's the same. It's her event. She should invite whoever the hell she wants to go. Melissa let her have a pop-up shop at her place. She said that Melissa was always checking in on her and her business, always had advice. Melissa should be invited. If Danielle wants her there, fine with me. Marge made sure that Danielle knew that supposedly Jennifer was mocking her at the party, and that they brought some girl there to talk about her. Now, this is a party that Marge was not even present for. So what happens? It's a game of telephone. Jen Fessler tells Marge. Marge tells Danielle, this is crazy to me. Would you people stop this bullshit? Seriously. I don't think that Jen was making fun of her. Jen always does impersonations. A lot of times we've seen in different episodes throughout the seasons where they've asked Jen to impersonate everybody. She does it all the time. I don't think she did it in a malicious way. And Teresa told her that. She didn't do it in a malicious way. Danielle still had not had the conversation with Teresa or Jennifer about what happened last season. Do I think that Danielle was set up by Jennifer? Absolutely. But at the same time, Danielle didn't have to open up her damn mouth. Jennifer should not have been spilling Melissa's business like that or spreading rumors around that way. She didn't have any business doing that. She didn't have to do that. She wanted to do this. But Danielle had choices. She could have just said, one, I don't want to hear about it, or two, she could have listened and just kept her mouth shut. There's two sides to both of this. I think that they were both wrong. If Danielle wants to blame anybody, blame yourself. Nobody told you to open up your damn mouth. That's all I'm saying. Jennifer and Melissa meet up. Did anybody else think that Jennifer's makeup was off? Her face was a complete different color than her neck and her hands and shoulders. Her makeup was so off, I couldn't really pay attention. Well, first of all, everybody knows I love Jen. I love Teresa, totally. But Jen is full of shit. She was sitting down at this lunch with Melissa, not taking accountability for anything. She was lying her ass off. All of that was a lie. She absolutely started that rumor. She wanted to bring it on the show. It was her opportunity to badmouth the hell out of Melissa and to try to embarrass this woman. And she's lying and not taking accountability. I have to agree with her when she says that Joe Gorga is an asshole, because he absolutely is. I also think that Melissa and, the production team, all of them are doing a really good job hiding the fact that Joe Gorga called her a dirty bitch at BravoCon, that she was at BravoCon without her husband next to her. Him and Melissa and their assistant were all badgering Jennifer and talking mad shit. Melissa thought that it was hilarious that her husband was disrespecting this grown woman like this. I think that they owe her an apology for that. And I think that Bravo is full of shit for trying to keep it off the show. And I also think that it was hypocritical that Melissa was saying that she thinks that Jennifer is rude to her and dislikes her just because she's trying to do what her friend Teresa wants her to do and say. The same way you and Marge act and behave, and the same way you and Marge want the rest of the girls to follow you, it's hypocritical. It really is. They do this little shuck and jive and apologize, and they're going to let bygones be bygones. The reason Melissa hasn't been talking to Jennifer is because Teresa was there. That's stupid as hell. Just because Teresa is there does not mean you can't say, hello, Jennifer. Smile, nod. Teresa and Jennifer don't stay next to each other the entire evening. You could have seen her walking around talking to somebody else and said hi. It's a bunch of bullshit. They did this whole song and dance about they're going to start over. They're going to work their way through it. All of it was lies. The apologies seemed to be fake and shallow. All of it was a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion. Then you get Melissa, Jen Fessler, and Marge over at the Marge's house. And she spends the entire time talking about her relationship with Jan and how Jan made her marriage to Joe better. You know, Joe Gorga said a couple episodes ago that Bill Aiden is Jennifer's puppet. You know, Marge's Joe is the puppet, if you ask me. This marriage just seems weird as hell. I know she misses Jan, but don't use this for your storyline. It seems tacky. And if, his children don't really F with you, I don't think continuing to bring this up is going to help your case. Girl, move on from this. And Jennifer Fessler was absolutely lying when she said that Melissa did a good imitation of Jen Aiden. That's a lie. Well, listen, Danielle has this really nice bougie lunch or brunch or whatever. She did a really good job, and she invited Jackie. I said, look at her. Look at you, Jackie. You on the invite. Jackie shows up. I said, can the rest of this be over? Dolores is talking about Paul and, his divorce is taking too long because he doesn't want to be nasty. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't give a damn how nice you are or how nasty you are. Divorces don't take 10 to 14 years. Okay, this is a bunch of bullshit. She says that she doesn't really talk to him about it a lot, but she's going to start bringing it up. Girl, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You should have been brought this shit up. It makes no sense. She says that she does want to marry him, and when he asks her, she's going to say yes. Honey, now listen, it's time for Paul to piss or get off the pot. I'm sick of it. Anyway, Danielle, in the middle of all this, decides she's going to bring up Marge. I said, but why? Why? She brings up this party. She takes it straight to Jennifer and asks her, who is this that you brought to the party to talk about me? And you know what I said? I hope that Jen is going to open up her mouth and be real honest, because Jen was being messy. She wanted to get it out there that Danielle was rude to this woman, but instead of bringing it herself or just shutting up and leaving it alone, she decides to bring this woman over here. Dolores ends up breaking it all down, I believe. I think it was Dolores. She said Lena showed up and, she told about the situation and how you had her thrown out of VIP. And as far as I'm concerned, Danielle showed us who she is. She said, I did have her thrown out of VIP. She doesn't belong there. She was, as if she is an insignificant person. But she was somebody to you when she was opening up her salon to do your hair and makeup for your event. That says a lot about you, Danielle. I thought that was disgusting. I really did. I don't have any bougie parties. I don't have parties where I separate people, VIP, this and that. But if I did, the lady who was kind enough to do my hair and makeup, she would definitely be a VIP in my book. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. This is another thing that's starting to piss me off with Danielle. So Danielle and Jen are also talking a little bit about Jen possibly mocking her or whatever, and Danielle was asking her about last year, which I thought is crazy as hell because you guys live so close to each other. You have each other's phone numbers. I'm sure you have each other's email address. It has been a full-fledged year. You waited to the cameras roll to ask that question. No, I'm asking all my questions right then. I just, I can't get it. Rachel decides that it's time for her to stick her nose in the business, and I wish she would have shut the fuck up. Personally, I cannot stand this lady.
An attendant? Is he a parking attendant?
Yeah, you know what? He's a parking attendant.
Okay,
that's right. He makes $5 in
right.
a
parking attendant, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So maybe a drug dealer would be better.
My husband has built a life for himself, for him and his family. What the have you done, you stupid bitch? You went to prison as a grown-ass woman, and what have you done?
Okay, so Teresa went petty. Rachel, in my opinion, she went lame. That was such low-hanging fruit. How many times have we seen some ladies throughout all these 14 seasons call Teresa dumb or stupid? Talk about her being arrested. I mean, these are things that it's just low-hanging fruit. It makes no sense. And Rachel asking Teresa, what has she built for herself? Well, I'll tell you, she built this show that you're sitting on. That's what the hell she built. Rachel's read to Teresa to me sound as if she had rehearsed that she sat around and was thinking about what could she possibly say. It was rehearsed in my opinion. And I felt like Teresa wanted to say something, but she didn't. I think that Dolores was on to something when she said, beware, she's gonna linger with this. She's going to think on it and she's going to come for you. Beware. I think that that's true. I think that Teresa is one of those people that she's not really quick-witted, but she will come. You know what I mean? She's going to come for this girl at some point. I think that I was really offended by the comments about Teresa. What has she done? Her husband is not a parking attendant. I think we found out last season that her husband owns a valet service or something like that. But I tell you what, Teresa came home from jail. She paid off all of their debts, everything that they owed to the court. She raised her beautiful daughters. She has written 3 New York Times best-selling books. She's had multiple companies. She's been on TV show after TV show. She's done Dancing with the Stars. Teresa has done a shit ton of things. We don't know you, Rachel Fuda. What the hell have you done? What have you created besides marrying John Fuda? And I thought it was really nasty how Danielle tried to sit there and act like she just couldn't believe that Jackie and Teresa had made up. And I still don't understand how Dolores acts the same way. Dolores said she'd never be friends with Jennifer Aiden, but she's friends with Jennifer. Last season, Danielle wasn't friends with Rachel or Marge, but she is now. But Teresa and Jackie can't make up? And Melissa is so bothered. Every time Teresa enters the room, she is bothered. Girl, I understand. Teresa is everything you wanted to be, but it just didn't work out. This is ridiculous. And I appreciate Jackie shutting Melissa's ass down, talking about, remember when she was talking about your marriage? Jackie said, stop it. Stop it. I know exactly what you're trying to do. I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me continue to be angry with Teresa, and I'm not going to do it. I also did not appreciate that Jennifer and Teresa brought up Marge and Jackie at that table. I said, didn't Jackie already nicely tell you that she's not about to talk bad about Marge with you? She already explained the situation to you guys over the phone. Why are you bringing it up now in front of the rest of the group? I felt like they were trying to start some shit and throw Jackie under the bus. But Jackie, she handled herself well. I am loving Jackie this season. I am not loving this season, though. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.